Hello, welcome to MDN, Multi-Dimensional News. I'm Tiberius Kimball, here to provide you on all the news you missed last week in an easy, digestible format. Our top story tonight, Frank Castle was found guilty of multiple murder charges in the nation of Bulgaria. He was sentenced to death by hanging. Upon receiving this news, Mr. Castle murdered his attorney on live TV, during which he exclaimed, "Everyone in this country will be punished before I die." We have also heard several reports of a prison riot in Bulgaria. Dozens of incarcerated dissidents escaped, killing a large percentage of guards along the way. This story would be even more outrageous if the Punisher himself was locked away with these prisoners, as some reports have claimed. Did you notice thunderstorms last week? You may have witnessed the effects of an old-fashioned battle of the gods. MDN has received confirmed eyewitness reports from Asgardian dwarves that the god of thunder, Thor, and his father, the Allfather, Odin, had a bloody bout in the ruins of old Asgard. Thor had left his father bloody and within an inch of his life over an argument about the production of new hammers and pride? To think I thought my family gatherings were a rough time. Missing woman Deja Hamilton gave herself up to Chicago authorities and in a weeks-long search for the 20-something. She has claimed that she tripped in the nearby woods and had been unconscious. Doctors are still assessing her medical condition. Ironheart, aka girl genius Riri Williams, was seen departing Deja's hospital room late one night, soon after a disturbance was reported at a warehouse in central Chicago. What could the MIT student Williams have to do with the previously disappeared Hamilton? Our reporters are on the case for all your Armored Hero news. Are you a Hydra agent? Want to resign your nefarious position? Our technology reporter has discovered a site on the dark web claiming to give Hydra agents a second chance at life away from their fascist organization. It's tough to judge whether these individuals even deserve a second chance, if they've been involved in what most call a terrorist organization. Then again, heroes such as the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, have proven themselves worthy of redemption during such calamitous times as the Hydra takeover of the US government 2 summers past. Who's to say who does and does not deserve a second chance within such unique circumstances? Quickly, we'd like to give a salute to Miss Marvel, who continues to be the premier hero for New Jersey. Each state in our great union could do with an individual as amiable, courageous, and dedicated as this embiggened individual. Just this past week, she took a break from her time with the champions to save a small convenience store in Jersey City. Remarkable! We have new television programming from Mojo TV. Yes, our interdimensional cable boxes are able to pick up all the best shows from this addictive universe. This week we've been watching a fantasy love triangle between a fair princess, her prince, and a roguish knight in a romantic story capturing a nation. Spoiler alert, the fair princess kills the charming Cajun, leaving us all on a cliffhanger. In addition to that, we also have a new reality show following the lives of newlywed couple Anna Marie and Remy LeBeau. Last week we saw of the couple, Remy had left a bar with a mysterious woman. Scandalous. Lastly, we saw the exciting conclusion to the newest gladiator battle on Mojo TV. Mutant Shatterstar fought multiple versions of himself in a sword battle of the century. The battle ended with Shatterstar slicing a portal into the arena, disappearing with a blue alien calling himself the Grand Master. The series is not expected to be renewed. Speaking of mutants, we'd like to take some time to acknowledge the relief of the removal of the X-Men during last month's battle with Nathan Gray. No longer do world citizens need to worry about such monstrosities as the Glob or Rockslide. Instead of spending their time learning to fight to be child soldiers, one wishes they could have been taught to use their mutations to contribute towards agriculture, education, medical advances, or law enforcement within proper government oversight. Well, it's time for your New York City updates. We've heard rumors of lizard people living in New York's sewer system. Personally, I think one would have found these lizard people when they were taking care of the mutant problem underground. We'll continue to call this what it is, a rumor. We have an update on the upscale restaurant, the Rhino Rampage in Manhattan a couple weeks back. Our friendly Spider-Man managed to save everyone trapped beneath the rubble, save one homeless individual who could not be identified. At least we can know he died having his last meal be a good one. Police failed to apprehend Rhino as he was removed from the scene by Taskmaster and Black Ant in what appeared to be a giant floating bubble while Spider-Man was digging out the buried civilians. One survivor, elderly May Parker, has vowed to help those like the unfortunate unnamed homeless man. She has started the process of reopening Homeless Shelter Feast. Captain Marvel has returned from retirement in the Northeast and has thrown herself right back into the thick of danger. An invisible barrier has been placed around New York's Roosevelt Island after a battle with Nuclear Man. Carol Danvers was able to fly into the invisible barrier trying to save a captured news reporter. Dozens of women have been lost inside the Roosevelt Island barrier, including Jessica Drew, aka Spider-Woman. The Avengers failed to pass through the barrier themselves and were otherwise occupied with the ongoing vampire incidents happening worldwide. That is with the exception of the She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters, who punched her way inside the Roosevelt Island barrier. Lastly, Hercules, the Greek legend himself, stopped a hostage situation in New York being performed by none other than Rocket Raccoon. It was presumed to be a misunderstanding. For MDN, I'm Tiberius Kimball, where it appears that light has gone and night has suddenly fallen on our offices here in Seattle, Washington. I'm seeing reports from our crew that night has fallen worldwide. No sunlight has been found. We will immediately start investigating this situation. Remember, information is power, and it's our responsibility to share it with you, the viewer. Thank you. I'm Tiberius Kimball. Hey guys, thanks again for tuning in. Those that came back to watch my little news anchor show. This has been really fun. It's made me view and read the comics in a whole new way. So I hope you keep tuning in and checking it out, just seeing what you would have missed because you can't afford to read the comics every week or whatever. A couple of shout outs, recommendations. You really should be checking out everything going on in the Age of X-Men series. It's been a little hard to summarize with the way I've been doing these news reports. But they're stellar. Okay. Next Gen blew me away. Pick it up, especially if you're a fan of Glob Herman or if you were a fan of the House of M event that happened a while back. Also, Avengers No Road Home. Bang. Check it out. Look it up. Anything with Hercules always gets me. And this looks like it's going to be a Hercules-centric event. It's happening every week. The first issue just dropped. As always, if you want to be caught up on these things, you want to know what I'm talking about, go to your local comic book store. I have a link below this video to a local comic book store tracker. If you pick up even one issue, it'll make me happy. That's the whole point here. I'm just trying to share the love of comics, get you out there. Thanks again for tuning in.